Sanara Adonai Susene, Malalaya Gonara, Udorona Ayagonara, Amen. Amen, amen. I say to you, I am Prana, the symbol of the eyes on the head. At the time of my GSUS, what the worldly call it, Jesus. And I've said to you many times, it is means of seek to find the truth as Bible is. I am babe of the little lambs. You know? So, what is Pratna means? That is meaning of Pratna, Kaguya. At the time of my GSUS, which I already told you what is the meaning of the scars on my foot and the scars I have on my palm, which is spiritually, it is where I bore the spirits. You know, where I bore the spirits of my father. Because I have many hands. In the beginning, I have 15 hands. Time of Sanskrit, 15 hands. And I have 10 heads as the spirit of Vishnu. Vishnu. I bore the spirits until we receive Pratna, or you call church, temple. And there's another meaning of Pratna. Pratna is a rib. A rib that's on the back as the symbol of me when I was what you call GSUS. I was, this is where they throw the vinegar into me. First, they scoop the vinegar and then, the splash water to the face. And then spit, make me drink vinegar. Really, really ambush that was. It was really ambush humans. And then after that, it was gunshot. The symbol of the gunshot on the head is for Kaguya, which is over time, I become that Kaguya, art of war. Art of war, which is, it can be also called love is war. Love is war. Because many humans is trying to deceive others, thinking that they knew better than their God. You are made. You are nothing. I said I knew each and every one because I am that one who was seated right into the bottom part of that one of what you call the, mirror star where the followed me. It was for me to mirror everything that happens to the world. And each and every one, every time my son is out there, we seize your souls. That is why you cannot hide it. You cannot hide because when the sun or the moon up there, it is working. It's taking your spears, your soul, all that within you. It's writing what you've done to this day and what you're going to do next day. As a symbol of the when I was on the cross, that gunshot on the forehead was for me to have a matter and to see the world. You cannot just call it third eye. No, it isn't just called third eye. You see the Kaguya Otsutsuki, that is the blood of Adam. That is the blood of Adam. Kaguya Otsutsuki, whatever you call it. I say it Kaguya Otsutsuki because Kaguya Otsutsuki, you know. And that Prana is the time when I was 22. My father sent me to the man who who fully loves me. You know, who fully loves me. He was 10th of the arcs. You know, he was 10th of the arcs. And through his denial that his mother was gone, he ruins his own, he is not ruined, he just want to forget, you know, because every day, he keeps seeing his mother that is full of, you know, like, he keeps seeing his mom happy that he's done from nothing, they have everything through his, because he becomes an engineer, you know. And then, what he do every day is drink, 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 you know, drink. And he could not forget that part where why he could not be there when his mother died. You know, he could not be there when his mother died. The reason why sometimes you could not be there where your parents died is because humans, you have things that you needs to do. You know, which to the spirits you will see. You should be happy when you are not around with your parents when they died. Why humans? Because they cannot see you. They'll see you at the end. You know? They cannot see you, they'll see you at the end. To die is gain. To be nothing around there is you know, is glory. You know, to be not around them is glory. You know? And one time, he comes home. Because, you know, I live with him. I live with him, humans, you know. I live with them. And then he comes home and he was drunk. I don't like fighting. I don't like fighting. So I just went to bed and sleep. By when I was at the bed, I have not fooled for anyone. You know, I have not fooled for anyone. I was just pissed off that I was promised that when I've done everything, that's when he come. So it was like what I've done really is like I become not I would say a little rebel, you know, because I was tired of waiting. I was tired of waiting, and I didn't knew that my papa. I forget that part that father showed me into that church in little chapel and where I am. And he told me all about this. That son, you're going to be into that place where I'm going to send you, and you will meet Rap in there, and then he will marry you to become Chapnel. You know, he will marry you to become Chapnel. Us to be whole so that there will none of us that be lost. It's a symbol of I have not lost anyone my father given me. You know, it's literally like I married every tribe, but not with my truth. You know, not with my truth, just with your not with my truth. That's all I'm going to say. Not with my truth. The reason after that I've done that, when my father sent me to the wilderness, it took me a few while before I received my real, you know, my real. What I have in this was the spirit from when I was GSUS, you know, the spirit when I was GSUS, because it's like this. In your abode, when you are, that is what you call life after the other, you know. incarnation of the word of life. After that word, that name you have now, after that, you will be given another name to revert into, into. And if your name is connection to my papa, I'll connect it through my pinky fingers blood, fingers blood, which is prana, prana. And that, with that prana, on the back of my, because I have circle on the back of my, as a living saint. And it's very, very big now because at the time when I was having radiations, it's just very, very big. And then they took me to the hospital forcefully, and then I could not lay down in there because my back was full of scorns. And then it was basically like a big round golden to protect me, to protect me. And that time, they're trying to lay me into the hospital bed, and I don't want to lay down because I said my back is reverting into as who I am, a living one, a living one. And it symbolizes too of that night when the temple that about to be rebirthed by King Raphael thrown me into the end of the frying pan. Frying pan, what you call the deepot fryer. Because when he took me out, and I don't like this, this noises, I don't like these noises, I don't like this bullshit around, because he likes to go places with where, pub, and I don't like going into places like this, until I have to be practical in order to do what I need to do, So, still, no matter what they're trying to do to me, the demons, no matter what they try to do to me, they could not make me do what they want me to do. Nothing is, even if they keep trying to put dark into my, I'm just pure as pure. I cannot be mixed up. They try to mix me up with dark, to be dark and evil. It's just not happening. So, the foot of me and the Jezebel at Baal on this end started since I was 19. Since I was 19. When she started driving the woman who I was working to as a keeper of all the business, like the business inventories. She start making her head to drive her nuts. And then that's what she do every day. Nag at me. And I don't like it when anybody nag at me in the middle of many people. I don't like it because it is rude. If you want to talk to me privately. Don't talk to me like as if you are a dog. And then after that, wherever I go, Jezebel just keep following me spiritually. And then the place where I was working, Father burned it on fire so that no one cannot follow me where I was. And then, because that was Father does, when I live into that place, like this, I have lived in here for how long now? It's only 1 year and 3 months. That's what I'm doing, only 1 year and 3 months. This miking, Rico, That's what I'm conveying to you, because all this I've done already. My work is eternal, Their job is flesh, I said, be careful of the one that can destroy both body and spirit, for he is the one that can. He is, he is the man who is inside of my abode, which is, he can be showed up to anyone. He can show up to anyone when when I've accept. I started calling him Feya since this morning, so it won't take long now, It won't take long now because my father just want to make sure that I've totally accept what his son have done, you know. He forcefully asked me to have a baby with him when I was 14 in this end. And I was just to roll my eyes and let him do what he want. And this is what my father wants me to truly know that I am his little, So, to connect that into my humans, I speak parable for you too, as I am the woman in Andromeda, the chained woman who talk like this, and I cannot change it. I cannot change it because I am the star, and I am the chained woman asking you to change what I speak, that, to connect that in everything what I speak, As for you to be clever, because that is how my father taught to me. That is how I learn things in heaven. And, and to connect that to Prana, that is how I knew everything. A mirror from heaven to earth. And when Raphael was so furious and angry, I would say Raphael, because he have his new name now anyway. So every angels has our new names. So this is why some days I couldn't speak, because sometimes angels are around, and then when you speak about that, they think, oh, why are you speaking about me? Like that, and then they will drive you nuts. So after that time when he took me out as Prana, because Prana also means of lights of the daylights and the daylights of the night. What is this daylights and the daylights of the nights? Pab. I gained my Prana when I was thrown into he was drunk, and then he's trying to wake me up. And then, because he come home, and then I was laying down, and then on the left side, and then he said, woman, wake up. And I was just quiet, but I was already crying quietly. I was crying quietly, and then because I'm not used to life like that, I just obeyed for what I needed to do for my father, in order to make sure that everyone is saved. Everyone is saved. Because humans, many of you is suffering. Many of you is going to be, My father makes sure that every one of the springs are saved. Everyone. I went to, when I say everyone, these are those the Tensipiras, daughters, fathers, etc., I was crying that night, and I was just quiet, laying on my side, and I turned the lampstand on because demons always follows me. I will tell you later why I've invented the lights. And it was because of them. Many things I'll tell you later. And then he just kept waking me up, and then he tried to pull me, and then I don't like when you are drunk. I don't like it. I don't like I like quiet, I like peace. I don't like anything like that. But he would just keep waking me up and waking me up. And then he sit me still. He come in the front of me and sit me still. I could see he was possessed. You know, he was being driven by Eve. You know, by Eve. You see, Eve humans, there is a spirit in the woman, which is um uh, the extract. There's still the Eve is what you call Mary. You know, Mary, the bad one, the very bad woman, because she becomes. Remember, if there's Mary, there are false and there are true. You know. So as I was being sorcery then, because of envious human, because of envious, I've been fighting with devils since then. You know, I was that time the woman that chosen, given a last chance to reap, you know, REP that for this, even to this end, she has not. Is still sorcery me since I was then. So, like what happened to us before I died in this end, she did that too when I was 22. So, because of Raphael was over with the prayer of the demons, he come after me and then hold my neck and pushed me into the Deepat prayer. You know, he literally, it's like when you hold the neck and then you throw them into he threw me into that Deepat prayer. He didn't know, in flesh, he does not know what it was, but physically, spiritually, he knew that I needed to rebirth my prana. You know? So literally, what I've said to you in my post that we've killed each other for us to get back to what we really are in the beginning. You know, we have sacrificed enough. You know? We have sacrificed enough humans only to save and deliver each one of my Father's beloved. Yet, you talk about my Father when you have no idea who is my Father. He could not care less about any other. Why? I am his little child. He had offered to you to make sure that everyone is saved. Every one of the tribes is saved, depending on whatever he chooses. You know? He makes sure that whomever he chooses is saved. He used me as his son. You know, Messiah, as his daughter, Messiah, you know, that. He make me marry each and every one of the tribe. For true marriage is spirits. And after that, you meet, you marry. No, that's not. That is not the true marriage, human. You know? That is the meaning of prana, human, sacrifice. Sacrifice for the prices. Not what you think. Gibberish, talking about my Father when you have no idea who is my Father that sent me. When you have no idea who was Jesus before me. You know? Humans. My father is so in love with my mom. You know? Their marriage in this end was alchemical and he wanted me through the power of to tie the knot all together with the Christ and the brides. You know, it's like a wedding for each and every one, you know. Tie the knot because that's the day you will see your every part. You know? It isn't not just a play toy to play with humans for money. My father hates the most is money, humans. Why? For even I, his daughter, his only crazy one, I've embraced my father for what they are, humans. Because I could not accept how much you have ruined the world. You know? Humans. Prana means a light on the back, which is I. Thy light, as a symbol when I was on the cross. Light on the forehead and light on the back. You know? Light on the forehead, light on the back. For my mother is the light of thy chest. That is the symbol of the kaguya. When the body of the Christ was, when I was inside it, for me to get out from it, because through the skull is where I am always hiding. You know, in the skull is where I am always hiding when you breath me or when I breath on. You know, when I breath, you inhale me and then I goes in your head, for that is where the life. You know, that is why the body was shut for the kaguya to come out, to become love at war. For I am the one who is dwelling to get back everything for my people. For in the beginning, they were in the world to study and to use their magics properly, or their magics properly. Because in heaven before, they don't know how to control their powers. They just make it like a toy. That is why you all are here. You know? And throughout incarnations, it becomes lower and lower because every incarnations you just follow what I've asked you to do in the spirit realm. Next, when you know what I do in the spirit realms, humans? I have ledger. I have a coupon band in my hand. It's a color of a scroll, brown. And then through that, I write down, next temple you're gonna go into is lava. Or, when you see lava, it is llama. You know the llama with a long neck? That's what I said. I tell them, your next life, you're going to be a llama. And then they will say, are you sure? I say, yes. Would you come to see me? Of course. That is what I am, humans. I write down, and when your name is next to the floor, I said, your next life is in hell. To what? To revert there and wash the dish. You know? That is what I do, humans. That is what you call punishment. For you to learn, because in the beginning you like to play your games. When humans does not have a spirit, but the lords of lords. You know? The lords of lords, humans. The kings. Father sent us to control, to learn how to become a proper human being, a proper stern, dignified, dignified. You don't need to study in your physical to gain diploma or whatever, because spiritually you are higher than that diploma you receive on your earth. Stern discipline is what my father have taught me. And I in the earth, yet the earth could not accept me. Why? Because you think you know better than those who was once living in heaven. You have destroyed its life. after our incarnations of what you call Jesus Christ.